What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so today we're going to be taking the door panel. We're going to be changing the locks on there. So in order to do that, we got to screw this one right here, and then there's another one right there. This was on there. I took it off. It was all just rotted out. So then there's a screw on the door handle. Knobs. There is a tool for the knobs, but I don't have that tool right now. So one guy said that he used a screwdriver to pull these off, so that's what we're gonna do. Normally on the bottom you got screws on there, but we don't have the screws. Obviously this is a project, so, and you already know projects don't fucking have everything on, so it's pretty much, it'll come off as soon as we take off all the other things. So all right, so let's get to it and let's try to see what we're working with under there. And we do have some WD-40, that way we can lube up some stuff, man, because we are gonna need a lot. It's all right guys, all right, so here we go. I'm gonna try to take the door panel off. So if you guys don't have one of these, get you guys yourselves one of these. Comes in handy. We got this big screw. Here we are. Got the first piece off, guys. Let's see. Okay, so this one, let's try to spray some WD-40 on this sucker. Because that screw might not come off. Either that, we're gonna have to try to get one of those things to be able to take these screws off. See? So, don't forget to take the knob off. So, we might have to get that one tool, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, because this is already stripped. And I don't want to strip this even more, so so what we could do, I'm thinking, we can take the knob, the door knob for the windows off. So all right, let's see if we can take this one. This one was pretty loose. See if we can get in there. Guys, just take your guys' time, you know, don't rush. See if we can take it off. Sometimes there is a clip on there, but I don't even see a clip. You got your flashlight. All right, see, I do see a clip in there. All right, let's see if we can try to get the clip off. Because I do see the clip, so let's try to get that clip off. Alright guys, so we're back. So let's see if we can get that clip off. Alright, there you go. That's that little clip. So maybe try to get your guys, if you guys have one of these. If not, try to get one of them. It just took it off pretty nice, pretty quick. So let's give her some lubricant, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows how long this has been sitting, you know what I'm saying? So put the clip back on, that way we don't lose it. Alright, so let's see this one. Let's get your flashlight. See if this one has one. I don't know. Alright, let's try to spray it. Let's see. This one's coming off little by little. So, I mean, you're gonna replace your door panel if your door panels are like mine, you know. But at least, like, if you're fixing it little by little, you don't want to really mess them up and then driving around, you know, with your door panels all messed up. So try not to mess them up that bad, you know, because we are gonna be driving this one, you know, and showing the process and, you know, cruising it around, you know what I'm saying? See, where's that hook? So you try to see if this one has a hook. Like I said, this one's the first Impala, so, you know, I'm stoked to have one. So, well, let's try to put the hook in and see if, you know, see if we can feel one in there. Oh, I don't feel one in. I don't feel, I mean, it could be wrong, but I guess we're gonna find out. Try this way. It would be nice if I can be able to get it. If there is a hook, more than likely there is, because that's what helped keeps this sucker in, but I just can't see it. All right, here we go. So maybe it's this way. Here it is. So there is another one in there. So we're gonna try to take it out. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna have to find it real quick, but we took it off. This boy doesn't want to come off, huh? There There it is, baby. Yeah. So it's off. So try to look for that little piece. Try to not lose stuff, guys. Oh yeah, that sucker went all the way down back there. Alright guys, so we got it. So let's lube up that sucker. And put the pin back in. That way we don't lose it. That way we don't lose any of these things. Cause then you're gonna be looking and searching and trying to figure out, you know, if you have a project as well and you're working on something, and if you have any pointers, advice, hey, feel free to comment, you know. All right, so being that said, this should come off, guys. So since this thing can't come off, because we need to get one of those tools to be able to so hopefully we can get in. Let's tilt it a little bit. There it goes. So here it is, guys. Let me turn you around. Alright, there it is. So we gotta get into the door. So let all that stuff. So I don't know if you guys can see in there. So there is the, is that the door? Don't know. I think so. So maybe perhaps we gotta take a few things off to get to it. So let me see if I can get it focused. So there it is right there, guys. That's what we need to get. So here's that's the door handle, and right below, so we're gonna have to take that little link off that's right there, right on the bottom of it. So it's kind of like it holds it in place. So when you get the new key knobs, everything, it'll come with the new one. So we're gonna have to take that off, and I believe that thing also. So all right, I'll come back as soon as I have it off, guys, and keep you updated. All right, guys, so we got it off. If you can see in there, there it is. We got the thing off. I thought you had to take these off, but no. So I'm just gonna screw those back on. So it was actually the bottom one that you can unhook. Focus, come on, focus. Okay, well, oh, there it goes. So got our replacement. So it looks like we're gonna need this. We're gonna need to take that off. Then we got these. I mean, you could use the old ones, but why use the old ones? You got new ones. Give it a fresh look. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take this thing off and put it on this one. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I got the old piece ready to go. See, there was a zip tie on the bottom. I don't know why. Maybe it was to secure it more in case it doesn't, you know, come undone, maybe? Now I'm thinking, so we got the cylinder on there, ready to go. So make sure this guy is not upside down. So when you put your key in, make sure like it's, because it's gonna go in this way. So you gotta make sure your key, because you could probably install it upside down. So that's what I'm looking at. Watch, let me see. Alright, see, so sorry guys, as I progress more and more, I'll have a little bit more best video. See, so let's try to get this sucker. Oh no, it doesn't want to come out. What the fuck? There we go, see? So, goes in that way. So I figure, you know, when more you do that, it starts, you know, getting the wear that it needs. So that way it slides in and out. So, there you go. So we're going to go ahead and install it. And after that, you know, we're gonna work on the door jambs. So hopefully, you know, there's some rust, but hopefully we can get the door jambs to align perfect, because it just keeps hitting, and I gotta lift up the door, and the door handle is kind of. But anyway, that's for a different video. So all right, let's do this one. All right. All right, guys. So we ended up getting it on. There it is right there. So we're gonna have to hook it on to that little hole right there. So it wasn't too bad. The clip was a little bit, thank God it wasn't too bad to put on there. So alright guys, so we got everything up and installed. So let's see if you can see it through here. It's a little hole. Come on, focus. There it is. So we got it installed. We got the new one. We got that clip in there. So I ended up putting a zip tie, because the bottom piece has a little zip tie when I first got it. See, there's the top. It goes bottom. So there is a little clip that goes on there on the other end, and it's a small little clip, so I didn't have it. So that's why they put the zip tie on there to keep it in place. So when you're closing the door, opening, closing, the little bar doesn't, you know, come undone. Because I mean, if you don't put the zip tie, then chances are that, you know, your lock's gonna come undone. So I ended up putting back the zip tie. So eventually, I mean, who knows, when I do the other door, maybe, you know, maybe that one will have that clip that goes on the other end. I can't even show you. It's on the other end of this bar, the metal bar that's going up to your cylinder up here. So yeah, so I ended up doing that just to keep it, you know, and then when I do the other door, you know, hopefully that one, you know, will have it you know. But yeah, it looks good. Done. So then you just repeat the steps, put your door panel back on. I ended up doing that because, so I am gonna end up getting one of those bolts, those because it's already stripped, so I don't want to strip it anymore. So I'm just gonna get one of those tools and take it out, and then find a new bolt and put it on there. But at least, you know, like lubricate it, throw some WD-40 on there, you know, and probably vacuum out all this, you know, rust. Clean it all up, you know. But yeah, the door thing is working. So there you go, baby. Brand new. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, you know, if you're working on your project, you're gonna need some WD-40, man. So repeat the steps over there for that door. So watch the video and then you repeat the steps that I did, and you should be fine, man. So this is a project, you know. Next, I'll be doing the light switch, and I might play around with the door jambs right now, you know. But if I get updated, you know, on how, you know, to properly. I thought it didn't have the spring, but it does have the spring, so which is cool. So I can return the springs and kind of play with this, and hopefully, you know, get it aligned better, because it hits like right here. So all right, guys, well, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos. This Journey 64 Impala SS project, man, it might take 2 years, 3 years, but hey, we're gonna get it done. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.